Football is a 20th century technological struggle.
And what I seen was this whole raft of people a-setting on these two banks and looking at one another across this pretty little green cow pasture.
Football has hitting, clipping, spearing, blocking, punting, late hitting, unnecessary roughness, and personal fouls.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Chrisco from the Stanley News and Press, alongside Mr. Brian Carter of Carter Video Services. We're back here at North Stanley for a very critical Yadkin Valley Conference game between two teams with undefeated conference records, the East Montgomery Eagles and the host, North Stanley Comets. We see East Montgomery warming up and now actually heading back to the sidelines. Head coach is Ben Hammer. Last week, 40-8 win over South Stanley. They were tied 8-8 at halftime, but then scored 32 unanswered points for that victory. East Montgomery likes to spread it out, likes to throw screen passes, has a very good two-quarterback system with number 2, Colby Maynard, and number 8, Gavin Watts, and a very fast number 21, Aaron Flowers. Only 5'4", but very quick running back. And then we see North Stanley warming up as well. They're 3-0 in the conference, 5-1 overall. Of course, Antonio Williams with a big game on Monday against Chatham Central, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns on 15 carries, getting even closer and move up a little further on that career rushing yard mark. But of course, we have seen North Stanley's passing game develop well as well this season with Noah Chrisco distributing the ball to a number of different receivers, making North Stanley really a 2 threat on offense. We'll be back with the head coaches on Stanley County Monday Night Football. We're back here on the pregame show on Stanley County Monday Night Football with East Montgomery head coach Ben Hammer. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the Eagles first. A 6-game win streak for you guys, and terrific play last week in the second half against South Stanley. Talk a little bit about your team's development this season.
The kids have done everything that has been asked of them. They work really hard every single day. The coaches do a great job of getting them prepared, and it means a lot to them. So they do the work and get the job done.
We saw. I saw last week at the South Stanley game the 2-quarterback system that you guys use, and that's something that in high school has to be difficult to kind of keep a balance. But I thought what I saw last week, you guys did that very well.
It is difficult sometimes, and a lot of people talk about you can only have a 1-quarterback system and things like that. But we have 2 very different kids that we put back there, and Florida won a national championship with Chris Leak and Tim Tebow, and our guys are very similar, a little bit smaller, not quite as fast as those 2 guys.
Defensively, obviously 34 is the one everyone wants to, comes in and knows about, but how do you prepare defensively to defend against the Comets?
It's tough. They've got not just 34, they've got great athletes. They're very physical up front, very big up front, and they're a good football team. They're well coached, and they've won a bunch of games as well.
Critical game tonight, both teams undefeated in the conference. What does East Montgomery need to do to get a win tonight?
Our hometown newspaper jokes with me, and I always tell them score more points than they do is the easy answer. But definitely containing Williams and keeping an eye on 20 and 11, and then offensively winning the turnover battle is always important.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with North Stanley head coach Scott Chrisco. We're back here on the pregame show on Stanley County Monday Night Football with North Stanley head coach Scott Chrisco. Coach, getting prepared on a short week has to be difficult. Playing Monday at Chatham Central, long road trip. Talk about this week of preparation.
Well, we had to change our game plan a little bit from normal practice. We went a little bit lighter this week, cutting down on contact, and just working on skill development, working on what our assignments are, offense and defense this week.
As running backs go, East Montgomery's Aaron Flowers, when you see him, and you see how short he is, you think, but he has one of the quickest running backs in this conference. Talk about getting prepared to defend against East Montgomery.
Yeah, well, I think with his size and his speed is more of a benefit for him, because I think he gets lost sometimes in the crowd, and when you find him, it's too late. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we've been working on this week is contain, get low on defense.
And then offensively, always keeping a balance, I know, is something. How do you feel like your offense matches up against the East Montgomery defense?
I hope we match up pretty well. I think we have a balanced offense, and we worked a little bit more on that this week, getting those short passes, getting the ball in our skill guys' hands quick, out in space, and let them make their move.
Big game tonight. Both teams undefeated in the conference. What are the keys to a victory for North Stanley?
For us, it's turnovers and contain the running backs inside. Make them run up the middle. Avoid big plays. Is what we're trying to do tonight.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck tonight. We'll be back. East Montgomery, North Stanley. It's a big Yadkin Valley Conference game. Who's going to win it? I don't know either. You better watch.
And now it's game time! Yay! Woohoo! Ready to go, all right.
Tonight's captains for the Eagles, number 10, Rivers Hall, number 1, Cameron Watkins, number 20, C.J. Callahan, and number 21, Aaron Flowers. Your captains for the Comets, 34, Williams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Chrisco from the Stanley News and Press alongside Brian Carter of Carter Video Services here tonight at RN Jeffrey Stadium in a titanic matchup in the Yadkin Valley Conference as two undefeated teams, the East Montgomery Eagles and the North Stanley Comets, play tonight.
I like the way you said that, Charles. Titanic.
It is a very important matchup.
Exactly. This could be one of the best games we've done this season so far.
East Montgomery's on a 6-game win streak. They lost their first game of the season to the Union Pines, but have been on a roll after that. Last week, we didn't have it for television, of course. I covered it for the Stanley News and Press. Last week's game at South Stanley in absolutely horrible, cold, rainy conditions. East Montgomery with a tremendous second-half effort against the Rebel Bulls, with the game tied at 8 at halftime. Scored 32 unanswered points. So North Stanley has won the toss. They will receive, and they'll move right to left across your television screen to start this football game. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with the kickoff on Stanley County Monday Night Football.
At this time, if you could
We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Chrisco alongside Brian Carter, just about ready to get this game underway. The Comets and the Eagles.
Nice banner down there by the North Stanley Comets. They're ready to enter the field here, and here come the East Montgomery Eagles.
Here come the Eagles, 6-1 on the season, 4-0 in conference play. And here come the North Stanley Comets. This is going to be a heck of a matchup.
As they attack that banner.
East Montgomery runs a no-huddle offense. They like to... East Montgomery runs a no-huddle offense. Very up-tempo, very quick. 21 going. Aaron Flowers, the running back, a really good speedster. He is terrific. Again, last week I saw him against South Stanley. He is tremendous. And they have a 2-quarterback system that is very interesting, Brian. You're going to see Colby Maynor and Gavin Watts. Whichever quarterback tends to be a little more effective is who's going to get more of the snaps.
So they're going to do a dual tandem of quarterbacks here. I guess each with its own, with their own
no question.
skills.
No question about it. Gavin Watts is a good drop-back passer. He can run, though. But Colby Maynor, a little more mobile, terrific athlete. No question about it. And on the other side, of course, North Stanley. What can you say about Antonio Williams that hasn't been said already? Needs about 257 yards, give or take, to move even further up the career all-time rushing list. Had a big game last week, or not last week. I want to say last week was the last football game, but it wasn't last week. It was Monday. So North Stanley playing on about 3 days rest. And as we talked to Coach Chrisco in our pregame, a little, they had a little lighter schedule this week than they normally would have. East Montgomery will be kicking this football to start the game. Preston Williams is the kicker. Number 11, Monty Brewer is back, and here comes the game, and here we go. Let's roll. It's going to be a short kickoff taken at about the 35. That time as Riley Smith gets a couple of yards on the short kickoff.
First and 10.
More and more we see that in games. We see more and more in games of people doing more of those short kickoffs. They're going to spot this ball at around the 37.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot this year. I mean, very short pooch kicks and not really down the field that much.
Noah Chrisco is the starting quarterback. He'll have 4 wide this time. Tyler Reynolds and number 20, the freshman Cameron Davis to the far side. And Williams in the backfield. And the give is going to be to Williams off the right side. Now he's going to try to duck inside. Still on his feet.
Refuses to go
Tacklers
down.
are just bouncing off of him. East Montgomery's going to be very happy with that effort. They got 6 and 7 hats to the ball, which you've got to do against a player like Williams.
It's like the
minimal
Teflon
game.
running back.
Well, it's going to take more than obviously one person, unless that one person is a terrific athlete, to stop him. And you're going to see East Montgomery try to get as many to the ball as he can. They're going to mark it back at the original line of scrimmage and bring up 2nd down and 10. Again, 4 wide receivers this time. And this time it's the freshman off the right side. Nice gain, 1st down and more, down to midfield.
Number 20 around the left side for the Comets.
And number 45, Matthew Mabe, saved a touchdown.
Saved a touchdown there, Charles.
And as we talked to Coach Ben Hammer in the pregame, he mentioned that that you can't be just prepared for 34 Williams. You got to be prepared for Davis 20 and number 11 Monty Brewer. Riley Smith is the wide receiver to the near side of the field. Monty Brewer lined up in the slot now. 1st and 10 for the 49. Williams going to go off right tackle, and he's going to get about 6, maybe 7 yards to bring up 2nd and 3. They'll mark the ball at the East Montgomery 44, and they'll bring up 2nd down and 3. And already you see North Stanley
they're moving
players
very
in
proficiently,
and they're moving players in and out as well. At this time of year, fatigue is going to be a factor, and especially tonight for North Stanley, having only played on Monday.
And I think Coach Chrisco was talking about substitutions would be very important tonight.
Now Brewer will go in motion, but it's Williams straight up the middle, 1st down around the 38.
34.
Just another day at the office for Mr. Williams.
2 minutes into this game with the clock stopped by our referee, Mr. Toby Thorpe.
Remind you, if you have family members that couldn't make it to the ball game tonight, they can't catch it on 10:10 a.m. WSBC. Stanley County Friday Night Football with Larry Nolan and Greg Asciuto. Correction, Peter Asciuto.
1st and 10 for the Comets at the East Montgomery 38. No giggling allowed on a broadcast. Brewer now, I think. Now we have a official timeout. I think maybe Monty was having a problem with his equipment. I think now he'll be all right, and now they will whistle the ball ready for play. 4 wide receivers once again. Here's Brewer. He's going to get the give. Tries to cut up the middle this time. And gets a good, decent gain, about 4 or 5. But bring up second down and around 5.
Monty Brewer, gain of a couple on the play, brings up second down.
And he loses his helmet in the process and has to come out on it.
It's actually only a gain of about 3 to bring up second down and 7. 9:11 left, opening quarter. No score. Comets on their first drive. So far, very impressive in moving the football. And you're going to see North Stanley want to try to win the time of possession battle in this game because East Montgomery works very quickly from their no-huddle offense. Now Wes Reynolds in motion, and Chrisco's going to throw over the middle, and it's incompleted. Whoa!
Very close to an interception.
Nick Wall was just playing center fielder there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And I don't know.
I think David McNabb for the Eagles came close to picking that one off.
7 o'clock. Join Charles Curcio and Ryan Carter.
It's number 3, I thought. I think number 3 is Nick Wall. I believe 3 had a shot at it. But it'll bring up 3rd down and 7, and clock will stop with 8:44 left. Four wide receivers once again, one lined up sort of in the back, now comes in motion. It's going to be Williams. He darts around the right side. He's going to be short by about 2 yards.
Williams around the right side for the Comets.
They'll mark the ball at the 29, and it'll be 4th down and, well, they gave him a great spot. Actually, he's close to 1st down yardage. I honestly, Brian, I thought that he was actually about a yard short. He may have it. He does have it.
As Mr. Thorpe indicates. That gave him a terrific.
It was a very good spot. I lost track of him as he went to the far side of the field, but then must have got a great spot.
Oh, yeah, had about half the length of the football.
So this drive has gone nearly 4 minutes. Started at the 37.
And the Comets are starting to slow it down a bit here, try to eat up that clock.
Going to go I formation this time. And it's Williams. He darts inside, had a really nice, they kicked out a nice hole on the left side of that line.
Middle for the Comets, brings up second down.
Right now, North Stanley is getting 5 and 6 yards a carry.
And they are just chewing up that clock, Charles.
And I think that got to be part of the goal here. Good job on the right side of that line last time by 75 Chad Dennis. And the player next to him, I can't see, I think it's 55 on that kick out. Now a kick out on the other side. Oh, Williams took a bad shot there. He probably has a 1st down, but he took a wicked shot almost to the legs, it looked like.
And that was by number 6, Kean McBride, who cut him under there.
So they're going to mark him at the 19, short by about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and about a yard.
Well, they have a lot of different options they can do right here.
Roger H. Russell Gray, Jordan.
I formation once again, and it's Williams off the left side, going to turn the corner, makes one man miss, 15, 10, still on his feet, will not be denied. Touchdown, North Stanley Comets. A 19-yard touchdown run by Antonio Williams, and the Comets are on the board. And that's sort of a microcosm of some of the carries we've seen. Williams, and there's confetti. Yes, there's always confetti. That's sort of a microcosm, though, of what we've seen from Williams. You know, just making people miss, and then when they do contact him, just keeps on running.
Yeah, he keeps those legs moving. So I call it, my nickname for him is Shake and Bake Williams.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 6:43 left, opening quarter. North Stanley 7, East Montgomery nothing. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back to the action here, Charles.
With 6:43 left in the first, Antonio Williams with a 19-yard touchdown run finishes a 10-play, 63-yard drive that took 5:17 off the clock. Now Billingsley for the short kickoff is going to be fair caught at the 35.
All right, we get a chance to look at the offense of the Eagles.
And as they did last week, they come right to the field with their first play ready to go. Gavin Watts is in at quarterback, and he's going to give to the sophomore. Going to get about a yard or two.
I think that's Therese McCaskill.
No, it was number 24, Courtney McKinney, I believe.
An eagle on the left side. Tackled by a host of comments on the play.
McKinney gets about 2. It brings up second down and 8. Last week against South Stanley,
they're gonna have to look out for McKinney.
McKinney had 2 touchdowns. And now before the snap and the pass was complete, but before that we have a penalty marker down. We'll see what that's about.
Illegal motion on the Eagles.
So that'll back them up 5.
Flag on the play. Ball started against the Eagles, taking back up.
So with the penalty, it'll make it second down and 12 at the 32. Straight up the middle once again is McKinney. Puts his shoulders down, gets the penalty yards back, but it's going to bring up a long third down. They'll mark him at the 39, a gain of 7 on the play. It'll bring up third down and about 6. And again, look how quickly
they get up to the line there.
Quickly the team is working. Little motion this time on third down. Gives it to McKinney once again, and he is stopped cold. 33 led the charge. Will Moore, C.J. Harrison, 77 finished him off. Austin Parker. So to bring up fourth down and 6, and they did not use a punt formation last week. What they did is in their same formation, they punted out of it. And they're going to go for it on fourth down. Pass is complete out wide, but he will not make it.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that decision by the Eagles coach there to go for it. That sets up North Stanley in terrific field position here.
The pass was complete to Colby Maynor at the 41, but it will turn over on downs with 4 minutes, 52 seconds.
Charles, tell me, the folks out there, what is the rationale for that?
Okay, what's going on here is that East Montgomery, this is what they did last week. They was set up in the same formation that they could punt out of. It's just like a quick kick, if you will, just to get the football out of there. What they tried to do is to catch you not matched up for it, and I think that's what they thought they had there. But that really isn't what happened. Now, Davis avoids one diving tackler, but 2 more will finish him off.
Yeah, nice effort, but he just couldn't get away from those defenders.
Tony Brown finished him off for East Montgomery. A loss of 1 on the play, back to the 43. It'll bring up second down and 11.
And clock continues to run with 4:26 left in the first. Very fast quarter, Charles.
Very fast quarter indeed. 4 wide once again, second down, and it's more about 10.5 actually. They've moved the ball back about half a yard. Williams tries to get behind his blockers, now looks to bounce to the outside 40, 35, puts on the speed, 30, and tripped up around the 25. Number 84 saved the touchdown, Cameron Capel. They'll mark the ball just inside the 27, a gain of 16 yards.
I'm going to have to mark the time on that because I got an incredible shot of the dive by Antonio to get those few extra yards. I have to use that for some highlight film.
Under 4 minutes left, opening quarter. North Stanley leads East Montgomery 7-0. The ball is resting inside the 27 of the Eagles. After the Eagles went for it on fourth down and did not make it. Now 4 wide once again. Davis comes in motion. Got 3 wide receivers in the pattern. Now looking over the middle, and it is incomplete.
That's just incomplete.
Actually, Capel, number 84, Cameron Capel had a better shot at it, and it sort of tipped up into both of their radar, if you will, and fell incomplete. Bring up second down and 10. But you can see what they're kind of trying to do right there, Brian. They moved they moved Davis to the other side of the field with 3 wide receivers on the far side, and they got ISO one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, try to isolate him.
And he didn't have any safety help that time. Now a little more motion once again, drops the football. Chrisco does, now gives it to Williams. Williams jukes and jives, and he gets across the 20 into the red zone, down around the 17. And
that should be a first.
And now he is down, and he is hurt.
Oh, hold the phones.
He is pulling on. He is in obvious pain on his right knee.
Oh, he's.
This is not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
He immediately went and grabbed his right knee.
And of course, the trainers and the coach come out there immediately to check on Williams. Did look like he was holding that knee.
The ball is resting at the 16-yard line. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment when we get a little more information. Well, we're back. We were gone for just about 30 seconds or a minute. Wasn't much longer. And Williams is going to come off under his own power.
That was pretty scary for the North Stanley side here.
Out on the hop, too. Now you can see that something is amiss.
Yeah, he's
grabbing the back of that right knee, it looks like.
Trying to stretch it out here.
Mike Peoples comes in at fullback, and they'll go I formation with Monty Brewer as the halfback. On 1st and 10, clock running now, 3:11 left in the opening quarter. It's going to be Brewer. He's got a nice block in front of him. Still on his feet, and he will go down. I think he's close to a first down, maybe about a yard short.
I tell you, Brewer is fast and quick, man.
There's a penalty marker sitting at the 12-yard line, and they've already whistled. It's an illegal block at the back. Well, the penalty will negate the run. First penalty of the game against North. Ball's marked back to the 23. It'll bring up first down at about 17 or so. And now we have an official timeout. Just to quickly update, Antonio has 75 yards on 9 carries. Cameron Davis, 2 carries, 11 yards. Monty Brewer, 2 carries, 6 yards. 13 carries, 92 yards on the ground. All the offense that North has in this game so far is on the ground. Noah Chrisco is 0 for 2 through the air. On the other side, McKinney, 3 carries, 9 yards, and Watts is 1 for 1, but that was a 2-yard reception. So East Montgomery has not had the football much in this first quarter. 1st and 17 this time. A little throw to the near sideline is complete. Capel wraps him up. It's complete to number 89, L.J. Rush. They'll mark the ball at the 17, I believe. So it's going to bring up, it should be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, they're still working on Antonio. He's on his back. Now he's on his feet. Trying to walk it off.
North taking all the time they can. Now under 5 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be play action. Chrisco now will roll to his left. Throws to the end zone. Mike Peoples through his hands. Oh, he had a chance, and he would have had a first down inside the 5.
That was right in his midst, Charles.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Yeah, it really was.
He's probably hating that, but it happens.
It was a good job by Noah to buy himself some time. The East pressure really got through that time, and he showed a little mobility just rolling to his left. watching the sidelines as we look at this. Antonio still having his knee worked on. 3rd and 11 now for the Comets, taking as much time as they can. And now a flag comes flying in.
Could that be a delay of
And I believe it was delay. North Stanley is trying to be conscious about how much time they use. And that time they used a little too much. So the second penalty of the game for 15 yards against North Stanley. Now 3rd and 16. The ball, they've got to get inside around the 6 or 7, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was offsides on the Eagles.
3 flags that time. And it's a false start against North Stanley, and that was moving them back even further. Now 3rd and 21. Ball is at the 28. They got to get to the 7-yard line.
You can hear the Eagles fans across the way.
Play action once again. A little pressure from the right side. Chrisco tucks it down, runs to his right. Now trying to find some room. Is just going to try to get out of bounds and get a couple of yards, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Around the right side for the Comets. Brings up 4th down.
Only a 2-yard gain. Interesting choice here on 4th. They need 19 yards. Offense is staying on the field, or appears to be.
I'm going to assume they go for it. But
C.J. Harris is coming onto the field along with Riley Smith, number 24. Just trying to get trying to see what subs are coming on the field and see if that might help. It looks like they are going to go for it. A field goal from here would be about 42 yards. So interesting play here. 4th down at about 19. Chrisco looks over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was intended for C.J. Harris. Really didn't have a shot at it. Defended well by the Eagles, including Colby Maynor. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 1 minute, 33 seconds left. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. 1:33 left, opening quarter. Eagles will take over 1st down and 10 at the East 25. Looked like the offensive line moved first. 2 of the linemen moved first, and now a late flag comes in. A second flag comes in. I wonder if it was a false start because half the line moved and half of it didn't.
And they'll back them up. Back them 5 yards.
But what I was thinking, Brian, is that if you noticed, at the very end of that play, Aaron Flowers and one of the North players, I didn't see who it was, kind of pushed each other. And I didn't know. I saw the flag come out about simultaneously, and I thought that might have been for that, but it was not. And now Watts is in trouble, and he's down at 77. Austin Parker makes the sack. A 5-yard loss back to the 15.
Austin Parker was making like he was shooting a duck. Did the Wesley Walls move. Remember
the Wesley Walls move,
yeah.
Sure, yeah. 2nd and 20 now. And now we have another.
And this could be another false start against the Eagles.
Another flag down.
Let's check that penalty.
I see 66 had his hand on his hips, kind of like, oh, this one may be against North Stanley. The way that East is indicating, it is encroachment.
Yeah.
All sides against the Comets.
So they'll gain 5 yards back.
So we have 58.8 seconds left. It's now 2nd and 15 for the Eagles. You know, East Montgomery is trying to work as quickly as they can. Now the clock will run. Watts rolls to his right. Now it's a screen pass complete to Flowers. 20, 25, 30. He's got a convoy in front of him, and he's got a 1st down.
Wow. Nice blocking by the Eagles.
An absolutely well-executed screen pass.
And I think Elijah Clark was in on the tackle to stop him.
Gain is at the 36, and that should be enough for a 1st down, and the clock stops to move the chains with 39.9 seconds left. And that's one way you can avoid pressure is a screen pass, and he had just 2 or 3 big blockers in front of him. And now Flowers straight up the middle for about 5 yards. Oh, the ball came loose.
But I think the Eagles have it back.
I think East may have gotten it back. Still waiting. And East recovers it. The gain is at the 42. It'll be second down and about 4.
And it looks like this quarter's going to come to a close. I don't think they'll be able to get a play off.
And they may have gotten North to jump, but let's see what the...
There is a flag.
It's zeros on the clock, but there may be one untimed down if this is against North.
That was close.
With a dead ball offsides, it is against North Stanley. It'll be a first down at the 47. And if I'm not mistaken, that will be the end of the first quarter. Both teams are walking off the field.
That's just kind of a moot point.
We'll be back after one quarter play. It's North Stanley 7, East Montgomery nothing on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Second quarter kicking off on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Chrisco alongside Mr. Brian Carter. We're here at RN Jeffrey Stadium as the Comets take on the East Montgomery Eagles. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles on that penalty at
like
the 48. And now we have another penalty, and it's been a flag day. They've had a lot of penalties in about the last 2 or 3 plays. And this one's going to be offsides again against North Stanley.
The defense is like, what, us? We didn't do anything.
To the chagrin of many a Comet fan that I heard in front. And it about brings up 1st and 5. And that's about 3 offsides penalties.
That's one thing the coach will probably tell them to work on in the second half.
No question about it. Little motion this time on first down is Flowers. Straight up the middle, 40, 35, 30, still on his feet, 25, and down to the 22.
Oh, incredible run.
That's the thing is that he is so quick. You just don't, you don't.
He gained about 10 more yards. I don't know if you saw it, Charles, but he did a stutter step.
Yeah.
Made the defender miss him, and he got like 10 extra yards.
Flowers is really a special running back. I mean, to be able to make people miss like he does and to finish like he did. 1st and 10 now. Swing pass is complete to the right side of the field. He's going to be knocked out of bounds around the 19.
Cameron Davis saved the day right there for the Comets.
A gain of 3 on the play. East Montgomery loves to run little screen passes. They'll get those 3 guys in those little wide receiver bubble screens to the outside. They've got 3 to the far side again. Now Watts looking to throw, and it is complete. What a play. Terrific catch that time by the sophomore, number 24. That's McKinney.
And here come the Eagles.
Marked the ball at the 12-yard lines. I don't know if you were able to get that on film, Brian. Film, listen to me, is it 1945? But on videotape, what is it, 1980? Okay. But he actually had to dive to catch that one. It was Watts was moving up, and then he decided to just try to throw the football.
And we have another flag, I do believe.
I think we may have a timeout.
Yeah.
North Stanley has called timeout. We'll take one as well. 11:04 left, second quarter. Still 7-0 Comets. We're back. North Stanley defense trying to stop the Eagles. The Eagles in the red zone for the first time in this game. Looking over the middle, and it is, how are they going to rule it? It is incomplete. Intended for, yeah, he trapped it. He was looking for
Colby Maynor.
For Maynor. Maynor. It's Colby Maynor. And I'll tell you what, Gavin Watts was actually the starting quarterback, I learned, in preseason. but they've sort of come up with this 2-quarterback system. But when Watts is at quarterback, Maynard is lined up as a wide receiver. Now a little option this time, keeps it straight up the middle. Still on his feet. He's going to be into the end zone. Waiting for a signal. There's a flag down. Now we get the signal from the sideline. It is a touchdown. There's a flag on the play that came, I believe, afterwards. So Watts with a 12-yard touchdown. Let's see what the penalty is.
Discussing it here.
The penalty, the flag looked like it was whistled after he was in the end zone.
It was. I think it's.
So now that's what I'm waiting to see. What
should count, I would say.
The touchdown will count.
Yeah.
We have a dead ball personal foul against East Montgomery.
So that'll be a.
They'll mark that on the kickoff.
Seems to be a dead ball personal foul called against the Eagles. And it will be assessed on the kickoff.
So with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left.
So we may have a tie ball game here.
Preston Williams coming in to try to do just exactly that. Eagles offense is very impressive when they get on a roll.
Yeah, they're giving the Comets everything they can handle at this moment.
Snap a little high. Oh, it looks like a fake. Now he throws incomplete. I don't know if that was a design fake or not.
Number 11, Monty Brewer on the play for your Comets. Keeps your score. Comets.
It looked like, from my angle, Charles, it looked like that was intentional. The snap looked good.
I saw them do that last week as well, and they actually converted it to 2-point conversion.
Tell me if I'm wrong, Charles. That might be an indication by the Eagles. Go for 2, get a point ahead. Like this could be a very close game, and 1 point could make a difference.
No doubt about it.
What they were thinking.
Nonetheless, the attempt did not work, and we're going to take a quick break. 10:50 left, second quarter. North Stanley 7, East Montgomery 6. 10:50 left in the first half, and now a squib kickoff this time. That's just going to go flying out of bounds. Now you've got to be very careful if you're gonna watch that ball bounce out of bounds. You better make sure it gets out of bounds.
Exactly. But that'll put the Comets in very decent field position right near midfield. About the 47-yard line.
Antonio is still on the sideline. For North's drive here.
Yeah, I think they're going to make sure he's 100% healthy before they let him out there.
Monty Brewer off the right side gets a nice block. 40 out of bounds. Very close to first down, and I think that was Chris Maiden. Now a late flag comes flying in from the back around the 40. I'm not sure what that penalty is about.
Could that be a late hit, possibly?
It's very possible it could be.
It's against the Comets.
It's against the Comets.
Seems to be a holding call.
Oh, it's holding.
Let's back him up 10.
Penalties are starting to rack up a little bit. Well, as soon as I get a chance, I will try to give you some numbers. But the ball will be marked back to the Comet 44.
And I'm sure we'll have the stats on that in a little bit, but I'm sure Coach Chrisco is going to have a lot to say in the locker room.
Brings up now first down at about 13. Got to be Brewer. He's going to cut back, and now we'll get back some of that yardage. Still on his feet. Look at him go. He's got one man to beat. And he gets past him. Will he beat him to in a foot race? Oh, he got tackled from behind. People are screaming for a horse collar tackle, but nonetheless, Monty Brewer just kept chugging the legs, and now he puts the Comets in the red zone. Unbelievable play down to the 8-yard line.
Bounces off the defenders, of 3 defenders, and manages to pull off that kind of run. That's pretty incredible.
And it became a foot race at the very end of that. And he did look like he was sort of yanked from behind. You can tackle like from behind without, there's a fine line there. But nonetheless, 1st and goal for the Comets at the 8. The
freshman looking a lot like Flowers on the other side.
Absolutely. Now the freshman Davis straight behind his blockers across the 5 down to about the 3. North Stanley is trying to be as deliberate and diabolical as they can at the same time. Ball is spotted sort of halfway between the 4 and the 3. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
How do you like those red zone hash marks?
I like that very much, absolutely. Davis once again. Absolutely had me faked out as well, and you. What a terrific play by Noah Chrisco. I thought Davis had the carry. Suddenly he stood up and he didn't have the football. And Noah Chrisco faked you out and me out.
Yeah.
What a great play for a touchdown. North Stanley Comets.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed that. I mean, had me totally confused.
A design play the whole way. And with 9:26 left, Comets extend the lead 13-6. Tyler Billingsley for the point after.
That is good.
And it is good. 9:26 left in the second. North Stanley 14, East Montgomery 6. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. So Noah Chrisco with a 3-yard bootleg for a touchdown. 14-6 Comets leading the Eagles.
A nice bit of trickery there. A little sleight of hand, if it were.
Gonna kick it deep this time, very deep. Gonna be taken around the 6-yard line by number 3, Nick Wall. Wall trying to find some room and just runs out.
A plethora of Comet.
Plethora, as it were, as the 22, absolutely. And another flag on the play, and I did not see that one either.
Let's see what. Personal foul.
Oh, it's against East Montgomery. And that should be half the distance to the goal.
I think you are correct, sir.
They're standing at the 23, so this one should probably go down to around the 11.
Well, this puts the Eagles in an awkward situation.
It certainly does.
I mean, the game's not out of hand by no means, but the Comet defense is really on top of their game right now.
Three wide receivers to the far side of the field. Maynor is the lone receiver to the near side. And everybody moved. The three wide receivers, just all of them moved at the first, at the...
Yeah, let's back them up even farther, half the distance to the goal. So what's this going to be, first down in Richfield?
About 14 or 15. No, it won't be that much, but... Penalties right now, 5 penalties, 26 yards against East Montgomery, 7 penalties, 45 yards against North Stanley, and we're only 3 minutes into the second quarter. That's 12 penalties already combined by both teams in this game. That's a lot. Ball is marked at about the 7. It'll make it first and 14.
Well, this really takes the Eagles out of their game plan.
Watts throws to the middle. Wide open receiver is McKinney, and he could be gone. See you later. He is. A 93-yard reception for a touchdown, and he was wide open in the middle of that zone.
What can you say but wow?
Unbelievable, tremendous play.
You know, you thought they would pin back, had their ears pinned back, and they just let loose. And McKinney goes 93 yards for the touchdown. And if you were going to go for a 2-point conversion, this would be the time to do it.
This might be the time to do it, absolutely.
Yeah, I think the Comets are going to be aware of that. Situation could arise.
That's the thing about this East Montgomery team, though. That's how fast they can score. You know, they've been putting up points left and right this season. And now they will go for 2, and it's Flowers trying to find some room, runs into his own back.
He's in.
And he does get in. He almost ran into his own offensive lineman, but then a great move just to stay on his feet.
And we have a tied ball game here, folks.
And we'll be back. What a game. Don't you dare go anywhere. This one's just starting to get really good on Stanley County Monday Night Football. So Gavin Watts finds Courtney McKinney wide open the middle field in stride for a 92-yard touchdown run.
And let's see how the Comets answer.
LJ Rush only fumbles the football. Will pick it up at the 7. 20 and still on his feet. Now just trying to hang on to the football, and there are bodies flying all over the pitch, to use a soccer term.
The Eagles were definitely trying to strip that ball away. And Mr. Rush was just trying to hold on to that football. Let's see what Chrisco and company have in order here.
First and 10 from the 30. Passes almost.
Oh,
nice play. That was C.J. Callahan, and really he almost tipped it to a teammate.
Yep. Very dangerous pass. And you can see Antonio on the sidelines. He's ready to get back into the game, but you might want to hold him off for a while.
Chrisco has not completed a pass yet in this game. It's going to be Davis trying to turn the corner. Oh, very careful. Tyler Reynolds was very careful. If he'd have finished his block on the outside there, it would have been a block in the back. He threw his hands up, which is almost the sign of when you already have blocked too much. But nonetheless, it's going to be 3rd down and 6 now. Clock has stopped. 8:40 left, second quarter. And North Stanley is trying to play the possession game, but they need to get a first down here to do it. Going to fake one way, now give to Davis. Davis cuts up the middle.
And I'm not sure
just runs out of room. Brian, I think he got turned around a little bit. And he wasn't really running north and south. He was running east and west, or north, whatever that direction is. He wasn't running down the field. He was running down the sideline.
He just got knocked around like a pinball.
And he just was kind of got sort of spun around. His orientation was probably a little off because of it.
And we have a punting situation here.
Yep, C.J. Chrisco will punt. C.J. Harris, I keep doing that. C.J. Harris will punt the ball. High punt, good night. That could bring rain. There was no one back to claim it. It takes a nice little bounce, too, for a few more yards. It'll roll dead at the 22.
That's what C.J. Harris can do on special teams, what he can do for you.
So possession changes hands. We're going to take a quick break. 7:48 left. We're tied at 14. Come back. We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Tied at 14 here at North Stanley between East Montgomery and the Comets. First and 10 for the Eagles. Watts looking for it all again. It's got to be wide open. Complete at the 45, 40, 35, 30, and he will go. Touchdown East Montgomery. Nick Wall, a 78-yard touchdown pass.
93 yards, 78.
And the Eagles,
they're on a roll,
have taken the lead. Unbelievable.
That's the great thing about football. Momentum can change on a dime.
Well, their last scoring drive for East Montgomery was 24 seconds. That one was 12 seconds.
Unbelievable.
And they're an extra point away from being up 21-14, and that kick looks good, and it is good. We'll take a break. 7:36 left in the second quarter. East Montgomery 21, North Stanley 14. So 78-yard touchdown pass to Nick Wall from Gavin Watts, and the Eagles lead 21-14. A low end over end kick. Rush is going to bobbles it momentarily. Gets 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, he's got a block in front of him, 40. And a nice return out of bounds around the 42.
Oh, nice. So that'll put the Comets on the 41.
Took it on the run. They'll mark it.
Let's get behind this Comet offense.
They'll mark it at the 42. Four wide receivers this time. Monty Brewer is the lone running back. Davis will come in motion. It's going to be Brewer. 45, and knocked out of bounds hard, and a flag comes in. And it looked like
late hit.
Well, either a late hit or Brewer put his hand up.
Let's see what Mr. Thorpe says.
As if to protect himself. I wonder if he's going to get... No, he won't. It's going to be a hold.
So that'll send him back 10.
And penalties have just been brutal tonight for, or against rather, North Stanley. This one will mark it back to the 39. It's about the 9th penalty, I believe, so far. Going to bring up first down and 13 now. At the 41, or excuse me, at the 39. Gives to Brewer. Brewer hesitates, and he's in trouble. And oh, he gets hard too late. Two guys come in very close to being on the ground.
But no.
It was not late. It was close, though. It's going to be a loss of another yard on the play. And it brings up second down and 14.
And Antonio, he's sitting on the bench. They're not bringing him in anytime soon, looks like.
We'll try to get word at halftime what's about his condition.
Yeah, so stay with us, folks, and we'll get your report on that.
Clock is running 6:40 now left in the first half. Four wide receivers, but before that, North Stanley has called a timeout, and we'll take one as well. 6:31 left, second quarter. East Montgomery 21, North Stanley 14. Second down now and 14 for the Comets at the Comet 38. Chrisco wanting to throw, now a wobbly pass, and it is incomplete. I think he got hit right when he threw it. A little shaken up. Andrew Green on the coverage. And it'll bring up third down and 14.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to have to do a little bit better job in protecting Noah. Because he just barely got that off.
21 carries for the Comets, 163 yards. They're averaging 7.8 yards a carry. But they're... Chrisco only 1 of 7 for 6 yards. Third down now and 14. Little low this time. Rolls to his right, trying to find somebody. Oh, he's going to run out of real estate. Oh, two players run right into each other. I hope they're okay. One of them is down, now he's getting up.
Nice job. I know he
Noah did a great job to avoid them because they were about to make, well, they almost sandwiched him. What a play by Noah Chrisco. I think he meant a spinorama. At the gain 7 yards on the play. It's still 4th and 7, but what a play to just get out of trouble.
Well, let's see if CJ can help him out. No
one is deep to return this punt. Coming after it, but what a huge punt.
Good grief.
It's going to take a comet bounce and roll dead at the 8-yard line, just like you couldn't have thrown it there any better.
Can you believe CJ? He's a really great punter.
With 6:08 left, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. 6:08 left in the second quarter. 21-14 Eagles. The Eagles are pinned back at their own 8-yard line, but as they've shown the last 2 plays, they don't need a whole lot of space to be able to fight. They are 6 of 7 for 200 yards, 200 passing yards in a quarter and a half. Now out to the side is complete to Wall. Wall's got blockers in front of him. First down and more. That bubble screen worked nicely. There is a penalty marker resting at the 15, though. Indications are that it's against the Eagles. And it is holding against East. To the chagrin of the Eagle faithful sitting in the visiting bleachers.
And we have a good crowd over there from Montgomery County, East Montgomery. It's not exactly a short drive.
It'll be first down at about 11. I think East Montgomery has taken a timeout. We'll take one as well, Brian. 5:56 left in the first half. So first and 10 for the Eagles. So it makes it first and about 11, actually. They move them back another, so it's about first and 11 now.
Well, this didn't hurt them the last 2 times.
Throwing over the middle this time, and it's complete. First down and more. And look, one tackle away.
And that was number 14.
Landon Williams saved a touchdown there.
I believe you're right. I think he would have had green pastures if it wasn't for Williams. Man, they're lethal on that play.
An 18-yard gain to the 26 and a first down. Looking long again. This time he's going to overthrow his man. He had no chance to throw it. There was a little contact that's going to draw some sarsaparilla from the other sideline, but really the ball was well out of reach.
Yeah, Landon Williams held up his hands. It's like, I wasn't there, wasn't he?
Second down and 10 now.
I think we have movement, but I think that's Austin Parker moved.
So and it is encroachment. Eight penalties. I think it's now 9 penalties against the Comets. That time it was number 1 Cameron Watkins, but he fell down. We'll mark the ball at the 28, so it's a loss of 3. Brings up third down and 8. And this time,
that was number 70.
Yeah, Josh McCorkle got drawn off with the count, I believe.
Yeah, he knew it was him.
And it was offsides, yes.
I can see Scott on the sidelines. That's driving him. Coach Chrisco is driving him nuts for these penalties.
The 11th penalty of the first half. Give this to Aaron Flowers, spins a little bit, and he's going to be close. I think he's got the first down now.
If not, very close.
If not, it's very close, yes.
waiting for a determination, and they will make it a first down.
Well, they'll move the chains here, and the clock is stopped at 4:38 left in the second quarter.
Again, Antonio is looking into the stands. He's just walking up and down the sidelines, trying to get that knee loose. Watson's in trouble this time. Tyler Reynolds with the sack, way back at the 27.
I was wondering when we haven't called his name much here lately, when he was really gonna get involved in the game. And he did it in a big way.
So number 8 sacks number 8. And it brings up second down and 19. Clock runs now with 4:11 left in the first half.
And the Eagles are taking their time here.
Watts looking to throw. It's going to be a screen pass. It's complete to number 1. And he is tripped up. Nice play that time.
C.J. Harris.
Nice C.J.
Let's go, Comet fans. Let's get behind this Comet defense.
Only a gain of about a yard that time to bring up third down and about 17. Let's see how much pressure this time they bring. I think the one thing that they have not been able to do much.
They got to be careful not to be called offsides here.
They'll rush 4. Watts steps up, tries to get a first down. Will Moore with a great tackle, and they will be short of the first down.
33, Will Moore on the tackle for the Comets, but there does seem to be some laundry on the field.
And I think there's another penalty marker down. The gain was at 37, but let's see what the penalty is. It's against East Montgomery, and if I were East Montgomery, if I were North, yes, I would decline that penalty. We'll see what. It's an illegal shift against, and they will decline it.
The Eagles, but that penalty is declined. Brings up fourth down.
And I am assuming a kicking situation here.
Well, they'll line up like they're going to go for it. Monty Brewer is standing at around the 40, and here's the problem: is that they could.
If they can draw them off like that happened.
Well, but they're also there's nobody there back to actually return it because they have to cover the wide receivers, and it's a good punt by Watts. Rolls down inside the 18.
And that's where the Comets will take over.
Take a quick timeout. We'll be right back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. First and 10 for the Comets now from this, looks like the 17-yard line. It's going to be Brewer off the right side, ducks in, gets about 3 or 4 yards. Mark it at the 24, so, or actually the 24-yard line. Them second down at about 4. North is showing no timeouts. I believe they have 1 timeout left.
I do believe you're right. Brewer's getting hung up.
It's a couple of tacklers. Now look out. 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline he goes. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, North Stanley Comets.
And he's taking a bit of a rest. He's taking a bit of a rest. I think Brewer is hurt.
And there are no flags on the field.
But Brewer is down.
And he's down on the ground.
And he's in agony.
At the very end of that run, Brian, it looked like he might have pulled up a little lame, possibly.
And Antonio's calling for the trainers to come in.
Clock is stopped now with 2:01, but the immediate concern is for the health
and Brewer's having such a outstanding game.
He just went well over 100 yards with that particular game. Both teams are going to take a water break here. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back, and we'll find out about the status of Monty Brewer. Well, Monty Brewer is now up under his own power after a rest of about 2 minutes. We took a break for about a minute and a half. He is hobbling.
He's hobbling a little bit.
I
But
wonder if he just maybe a cramp in that leg.
The North Stanley marching band will be
For the sake of North Stanley, you hope that's all it is.
Board raffle tickets. You can get one
he's
for
had such an
$5.
outstanding game. You'd hate for this to be one to quit on. I mean, if it was one to quit on, I mean,
We announce the winner.
we'd be fine. But we need, the Comets need him for the rest of this game. And let's see if the extra point's good.
Tyler Billingsley lining up for that. Snaps a little low. The kick is up. And that kick
Is good.
is good. 2:01 left. We're tied again. This time at 21. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. So the concern right now is for the health of the running backs of North Stanley after Monty Brewer's 76-yard touchdown run. Billingsley will kick this one deep. Ball will take it about the 8-yard line. Got a couple of blocks in front of him. 20, 25, 30. He's got some room to run, and he may go. One man to beat. He's got to beat the kicker. Puts a move on. Still on his feet. Still going, and finally gets knocked out of bounds at the 15.
That was very close
Tyler
to face
Reynolds
mask.
may have even face masked him
Yeah, it was not
to
called.
stop him, but nonetheless, what a
Terrific
return
run.
by Wall. Immediately putting the Eagles into the red zone.
And they still have 1:47 to work with. And how many timeouts? I think they have 2 timeouts.
They have 2 timeouts left. North has 1. Monty Brewer is now resting on the sideline. I think he should be okay to go back in. We're not 100% sure about that yet. But right now, the immediate concern for North is after tying the game, the Eagles have a chance to get back on the board. The screen pass is complete to the far side, knocked out of bounds. Dives for the first down is number 11,
Over the Comets.
Drayson
That
Little.
was Cameron Davis on the tackle.
Gain is to the 13. A gain of 5 brings up second down and 5. Little feek now. Watts will keep it. And Tyler Reynolds just says, no thank you. No, sir. Not this time.
Not in my house.
Got to mark it a loss of 2 back to the 15. Clock continuing to run with 1:17 left. Third and
I think
about
it's start wanting to
7.
use their timeout.
Make it
so.
6, actually. Watts looking toward the end zone. Oh, he may have run out of room.
Oh,
From
he-
behind, he's going to get Reynolds, and Reynolds gets him again.
Tyler Reynolds again. Yes, Tyler Reynolds has really come alive here.
A
Late in the
loss of
second
2
quarter.
to the 17 will bring up 4th down.
All right,
Gavin Watts is kind of limping as well. He's got to be the plate holder for the field goal attempt. Ball's going to be spotted at the 23. It's a 33-yard field goal attempt. He's
is
trying to
interesting.
shake off the cobwebs a little bit.
Interesting. We haven't got to see a whole lot of this year. Well,
They're taking as much time as they possibly can off the clock. North Stanley is allowing them to do it as well. And I think East Montgomery may call a timeout before the field goal attempt.
I predict you're correct.
And there it is. There's the timeout, and the clock continued to run for a couple of seconds. The clock will stop with 10.2 seconds left. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. So, ball will be marked at the 23. We'll make it a 33-yard field goal attempt for Preston Williams. The snap is good. The kick is up. It's got enough distance. If it's straight, it's good. And it is good by a long shot. With 5.5 seconds left, the Eagles take the lead 24-21. Take a quick timeout and be right back. With the 33-yard field goal and only 5.5 seconds left, probably going to squib kick this one, or it's a short kick taken on the bounce by L.J. Rush at the 18. still on his feet and down, and the clock expires for the first half. We have played one terrific half of football here at Orange Jeffrey Stadium. Your halftime score, East Montgomery 24, North Stanley 21 on Stanley County Monday Night Football. We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. It's time for a visit with the North Stanley High School Marching Comets for our halftime festivities.
We're back.
We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Chrisco from the Stanley News and Press alongside Brian Carter of Carter Video Services, bringing you tonight's game 24-21. North Stanley trails East Montgomery at halftime. What a first half. While we have a quick second here, Antonio Williams, 9 carries, 75 yards. Monty Brewer, 7 carries, 143 yards and a touchdown. As a team, North Stanley, 24 carries, 253 yards. They're averaging 10.5 yards a carry. On the other side, only 42 net yards rushing for East Montgomery. However, they had 10 of 12 through the air for 234 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it looks like we're about ready to kick this second half off, Charles. You've got to be impressed with the Eagles' passing game tonight. I mean, the 93-yard passing, 78-yard.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. And
I mean, that was incredible.
they're waiting for the clock to reset now before we get this underway.
And we're just about on our way here, almost.
Billingsville will kick this one off. Looks like he's setting up for the short kickoff. Still waiting for the ball to be whistled, ready for play, and now,
And here we go.
it is. Short kickoff, going to be a fair
Very
caught
short.
at the 37-yard line. Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at the 37. Gained a little momentum, I think.
Yeah, in the second quarter, they really did.
They were
I mean,
down.
They caught on
Yeah, they were
fire.
down 14-6. Came back to take the lead, 21-14. The Comets scored on that long Brewer touchdown run, and then the Eagles got a field goal late. You can see Brewer is still hobbling a little bit on the sidelines. This pass is out to the wide side, complete. He's going to be very close. He's got a first down, complete to number 80, Brendan Collette. Ball will be marked at the 49-yard line. First down. The passing attack for East Montgomery has been impressive with Gavin Watts. You know, last week against South Stanley, he was a perfect 6 for 6 through the air as they scored 32 unanswered points.
Wow.
Now looking long, once again, got man-on-man coverage, but it's underthrown this time, looking for Maynard. He was pretty well covered. L.J. Rush was there with him step by step, Ryan,
Yeah,
but the
absolutely.
ball was
He was
underthrown.
there.
And that'll bring up second down and 10. Brings up second down and 10 now. And then, boy, once again, changing the snap count. East Montgomery has been so good at that, and they have once again drawn North Stanley. That's at least 4 offsides in this game, maybe more.
I think that was number 72. Well, a few others. I'm not going to blame it on one defensive lineman.
It was. There may have been one that led that, but then there were a few more that came across. They'll mark the ball down to the North Stanley 46 and bring up second down and 5. Very loud crowd, big crowd here tonight at North for this big game. Watts now looking to the near sideline, complete to number 1, Watkins, out of bounds around the 30 for a first down.
Like you were saying about that passing game, they're on fire tonight. They haven't lost a step.
They'll mark the ball at the 28-yard line, an 18-yard gain and a first down. Actually checked that they'll mark the ball at the 29. Little motion once again, and it's going to be McKinney.
He goes nowhere.
I think that was Will Moore once again. It was. Only a gain of about a yard that time. You know, you can see how well East Montgomery can gain yards through the air. It's a wonder, though, with the kind of running backs that they have, that they don't have bigger running numbers as well. You know, they've got terrific running backs with, you know, with Flowers and Courtney McKinney. Now looking to the end zone, one-on-one coverage, almost over the shoulder catch.
Just off his fingertips.
Austin Sides was right there with him, but that pass was right there on the hands, and he just went through him. And it brings up now 3rd down and about 9. Clock stopped just under 1 minute gone here in this 3rd quarter. Eagles leading 24-21 and trying to add to it.
Well, definitely the Eagles are not being conservative. They're not shy at this point.
Doing that like, you can see they run that no huddle very similar to what Peyton Manning runs. And now Watts steps up. Still on his feet. Will Moore will help stop him along with somebody else has just gotten pushed over. Taylor Chandler. Did you see the size of number 66, Colby Robinson? All 266 pounds of him as he just sort of ran him over.
Got him on camera as we speak. And
so Watts scrambled to the 24. It's going to be 4th down and 5. East Montgomery looks like they're going to go for it. Now we have a late sub coming out of Jacob Parker. Number 72. We'll have to check and see who that is.
I think it was Noah McCorkle that came in.
Going to be close. He is not going to make it, though. And the Comets will take over. Was it a pass or a run? Was it a pass or a run?
Run.
It was a run, okay. Trying to do 18 things at the same time over here, not doing any of them probably particularly good. So with 10 minutes and 16 seconds left, Comets will take over on downs at the 20. Trailing by 3. Needing to find some offense, and look who's in the backfield.
Yeah, he kind of snuck in there. Mr. Williams is back in there.
CJ's lined up as a fullback to give him a little extra protection. They said it's a give this time to Davis, a little misdirection. Nice play. About 5 yards on the play. And then a late flag, and finally a flag does come out.
And this looks like it's going to be a personal foul.
Absolutely. It was the whistles had already blown. His forward progress had been stopped, and the contact did not stop. And East Montgomery has just given a free set of downs to the Comets.
That'll be good enough for a Comet. First down.
We'll mark the ball out to the 40-yard line. Clock stopped with 9:58 left in the 3rd quarter, 24-21. The Comets trail the Eagles. Three in the backfield this time. Williams is the furthest back in the backfield. It's going to be CJ Chrisco.
Not much of a gain there.
Gets about 2.
55, Elijah Clark on the tackle for the Comets. Grayson on the run for the Comets.
Playing a little conservatively right now. We'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Full backfield once again. And it's going to be Williams. And he leans forward across the 45, down around the 47, a gain of about 5. A gain of 5 of the play. We'll bring up 3rd down and 3. It's going to be a long 3, actually. clock continuing to run. North Stanley taking their time.
Well, Williams, his first run since he came back, he's looking pretty good. Let's see how it holds up.
Full house backfield once again, and this time C.J. Chrisco moved. And that will mark them back 5.
False start called against the Comets.
A bring of 3rd down and 8. It's Davis on the misdirection. He's got a 1st down across midfield to the 49. A big play there. They'll mark it at the East Montgomery 49. 9-yard gain and a 1st down.
Get your white raffle tickets out. Correction, white raffle tickets for the winning number of the North Stanley Cornhole Bowls.
A critical play there just to keep this drive alive.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Mr. Davis make his contribution on.
Again, the winning ticket number is 828.
One wide receiver this time. It's going to be a toss sweep to Williams, but before the play, we have a penalty marker down, and I think there was something wrong with the formation there.
Yep.
Yeah, an illegal procedure against North Stanley. Makes it 1st and 15. Clock running now, 7:28 left, 3rd quarter. Comets trying to slow this game down a little bit. Toss sweep to Williams. Got C.J. Harris out in front of him. Look out. And there goes Williams trying to avoid one tackler and will not, but he's got a 1st down, and a late flag comes in. That may be a face mask.
Seemed to be a flag on the play.
A great run by Antonio. It looks like his knee's doing all right. And a lot of
There's an East player down,
CJ
actually.
a handshake. I mean, he really paved the way for him.
There's an East player down, but it's coming back on a
hold.
I did not see the flag.
Now, wait a minute, personal foul.
Oh, was it a personal foul?
No, holding, sorry. Check that.
Correction, block the back.
Blocking the
Okay, so it's an illegal block in the back. That's easy for me to say. And it'll still be a 1st down. They'll just mark the ball at the 25. So the block in the back must have come at the very end of the play. It'll still be 1st and 10, but it just will be back at the 25. Comets just outside the red zone, trailing by 3. Critical game here between 2 undefeated teams in the Yadkin Valley 1A Conference. Harris again, the big fella, puts his head forward for about 3.
They tied CJ up like a pretzel.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we have the blue raffle ticket for the 50-50 raffle. If you would
The
like
gain of 3 on the play down to the 22 will bring it 2nd down and 7.
The winning ticket number is 276-6760. Again, 276-6760.
Did you win, Charles?
Going again with this, no, I did not win.
Again, thank you for supporting.
Going to be play action this time. Throwing to the end zone, looking for Tyler Reynolds. All kinds of contact. He caught it. He's out of bounds. He did not catch it inbounds. There was a ton of contact between him and number 5, Zion Wall.
Great effort, Lloyd.
No flag forthcoming. It'll be 3rd down. Again, the passing game has been
somewhat of a struggle tonight for North Stanley. Chrisco now 1 of 8 on the evening. Toss sweep to Williams. He's got a couple of blockers in front of him trying to follow behind them. He's going to be down to around the 18. Only a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Again, he had a lot of help from Mr. C.J. Harris.
Keon McBride got up a little slowly for East Montgomery. It's going to be 4th down at about 3, and I think I think you have to go for it if you're North. Just depends if you're East Montgomery. I'm curious how much pressure the Eagles almost might to do some sort of a run blitz and try to break up. So 4th down and 3. It's going to be Davis, and he is tackled for a loss by number 10, Rivers Hall, and the Eagles take over. What a play by number 10. Just shot through the gap. And a loss of 2.
Yeah, tough break for North.
That was a drive of nearly 5 minutes. There's 4:55 left. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back here on Stanley County Monday Night Football. We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. East Montgomery's got a 1st and 10 now at the 20-yard line. 2 in the backfield this time. It's going to be a pass. He's got one-on-one looking for Maynard. Maynard, the shoulder, and it was incomplete.
Right through his hands. I mean,
he had an absolute chance at it.
It was on target.
And he had nothing but green grass in front of him. Bring him 2nd down. Only Watt's 5th incompletion of the game. He's 12 of 17 for 263 yards. Toss sweep this time to Courtney McKinney. McKinney trying to turn the corner. C.J. Harris says no. Yep.
Yeah, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know, C.J. Harris, he's a workhorse for this Stanley County, for these North Stanley Comets.
Another critical play here, 3rd down and 11. Split back set this time with 3 wide receivers.
Don't be surprised if Watts goes to the air here.
Looking long, looking for Maynard, and it is incomplete.
By a mile.
Maynard was open, but he was overthrown by a couple of yards. He had double coverage. He had safety help, but frankly, he was open. It's just a little overthrown. And now brings up 4th down. And again, this punt formation that East Montgomery likes to use. There's nobody deep to return the kick. And it's another good kick, and it gets another great roll, and will roll dead at the 28-yard line. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. 3:42 left. 3rd quarter. Has the feel of a heavyweight championship bout. And really, between 2 teams undefeated in the conference, this is Mike Peoples on the carry. Nice job by Peoples to get about 7 yards, bring up 2nd down and 3. So everybody really sort of getting into the act as far as the running game.
You see a substitution for North. Wes Reynolds comes in to relieve Jordan Howard there.
4 wide receivers, no, make that 3. North moved early. The give was going to be to Williams, but number 20 was
a little too anxious.
That was Cameron Davis. And That's very funny. A freshman there is Davis is a freshman, and C.J. Callahan for the other team just kind of give him a little pat on the back of the head, like that's all right.
It's all right.
That's all right, young sir. You like to see things like that, you know, not even just displays of sportsmanship, but of camaraderie, even between opponents. That's what high school sports is all about. It's what it teaches you. Williams this time makes a few moves, and he's going to have a first down he's right at the sticks.
That'll be good enough for a comment. First down.
And that stops clock. 2:41 left in the third.
Antonio now with 133 yards on 13 carries. Seems to be running, I would say, he's still running with his normal speed, but maybe just trying to be very careful with that knee as well. And now Williams the other way.
And
another gain of about 7 yards.
Pushes the ball forward.
But really, it's been a study in contrast between these two offenses. It's East Montgomery has been able to pass the football well, and North Stanley has been able to run the football well. But if either team figures out how to do the other thing and is able to do the other thing, then that may be the team that gets the difference in this game.
But right now, East Montgomery, they have the advantage, 24-21.
Little motion this time. It's going to be a give to Williams. Straight up the middle. Oh, great tackle that time. Number 10, Rivers Hall. I'll tell you something.
Williams a little slow getting up there.
I think he has a first. He's going to be close to a first down. Maybe short. It's going to take a measurement. He did get up a little slowly, but I'll tell you, Rivers Hall made a great play there for the Eagles on defense. And that will be a first down.
That'll be good enough for a comment. First down.
Right at the 50-yard line. Four wide once again. Little motion this time is going to be Williams. Now to the outside, trying to avoid one tackle, avoids another tackle. Dragging a tackler, is being tackled from behind.
Yeah, that was close.
And a flag finally comes in from the outside, from the umpire, who was 15 yards off the play.
It was pretty clear on this end, Charles.
Well, you could see someone grabbing, but the question is, no, it's an illegal block in the back against North.
Well.
Flag on the play, late opponent call against the Pirates.
And the officials are right in front of Coach Chrisco. He's trying to get some sort of an explanation.
Yeah, he's kind of upset about that call.
I don't think anything would probably be to his liking anyway. Nonetheless, it'll make it 1st and 19. They got to get to the, they got to get to the 40-yard line of the Eagles. Clock now stopped with now running. 52.1 seconds left. I formation this time. The give is going to be to Davis. Davis off the right side, 45, 50. Runs out of real estate, gets hit hard out of bounds. He got cracked by number 22, Cameron Reyes. They have to give a lot of credit in this third quarter to the play of Cameron Davis, the freshman.
He's still about 6 yards shy of the first.
But what was once in 19 is now a much more manageable 2nd and 6.
Oh, absolutely.
I formation once again. Second down. The clock is stopped for some reason. Oh, because he went out of bounds, I guess. Mike Peoples straight up the middle, down to the 40. He's going to be very close. He may have gotten it. Still waiting for a signal. They're going to mark him a yard short. Clock runs under 20 seconds left in the third. If he's short by about less than a yard.
Yeah, looks like this might be the last play of the
North Stanley's trying to run this. Fakes, now gives to Williams. Williams has the first down, 35. And down around the 32.
34, Williams on the left side. Good enough for a comment. First down.
At the end of the third quarter, your score is still East Montgomery 24, North Stanley 21 on Stanley County Monday Night Football. We're back for the fourth quarter on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Chrisco from Stanley News and Press and Mr. Brian Carter of Carter Video Services. First and 10 for North Stanley at the Eagles 32. Make that the 33.
Yeah, we're just looking at a 3-point game here.
Williams straight ahead for about 5 yards. Got a good break, good block on the outside to the far side of the field. They're going to give him about 5. It'll bring up second down and 5. North Stanley has done a good job starting in this second half, as they did early in the game, keeping, with a long drive and keeping that East Montgomery offense off the field. But when the Eagles struck, they struck fast in the second quarter.
Fast and furious.
Now a keeper by Noah Chrisco. He's being pursued now, trying to turn the corner, 25, 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 15. Maybe the 16-yard line.
Oh, nice run, Mr. Chrisco.
It was a naked bootleg the whole way, and he sells that so well. So 11 yards and a first down. Into the red zone once again goes North Stanley.
As the crowd.
As a chant of here we go comments, here we go, comes wafting out from the North Stanley faithful. Chrisco going to pass. Looking for C.J. Chrisco, wide open in the end zone. He got it. Is he in down? No signal. Yes, touchdown, North Stanley Comets. I knew he fell down, but I wanted to wait to see the referee's signal, but it is a touchdown.
So he kept his feet in bounds. Very good.
He caught it and fell on his butt. And 1 knee equals 2 feet, of course, as John Madden taught us years ago in one of his books. His books were titled that.
I'm telling you, C.J. Harris is such an asset to this team. Yeah.
Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. 10:59 left, fourth quarter. North Stanley 28, East Montgomery 24. So a 16-yard touchdown pass to C.J. Harris, excuse me, who just was trying very hard to stay in bounds, and that's one of the reasons I think he fell down as he was catching it. Short kickoff going to be taken at the 25. Little spin move and down around the 32.
Eagles return on the 31-yard line.
Ball's going to be marked at the 22-yard line. Or make that 32-yard line, excuse me. Now let's see what the Comets defense can do with that Eagles offense. Change in quarterback, and now Colby Maynor is now in at quarterback. And Maynor gets a gain of about 8 yards.
David Mosley calling against the Eagles.
But it's an illegal motion. Will wipe out that run. Be 1st and 15 now. Maynard gives to McCormick. Get a few of those yards back to about the original line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd down and long. They're going to give him about 4. Bring up 2nd down and 11.
And the crowd out here screaming for the D to step up.
So Watts is now lined up as a wide receiver on the far side of the field. 3 wide receivers to the near side. It's a fake, and now Maynard will keep it. And he gets finished off very nicely by guess who?
C.J. Harris.
C.J. Harris. They'll mark it at the 34. And it brings up 3rd down and 8. Interesting that East Montgomery has changed quarterbacks at this point. That little pass to the side is complete. Close to a 1st down. He won't make it, though. L.J. Rush finishes him off right at the 40. Pass was to Brendan Collette. Brings up 4th down and about 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have a choice but to kick this away.
Well, they're in their normal formation.
Oh, and the crowd's really getting into it now. You're going to have to speak up, Charles.
Comet fans rise to their feet. 4th down and 2. Maynard trying to run the option. Still on his feet, trying to turn the corner, and does 1st down and more. And he's out of bounds.
Well, that was an important 1st down for the Eagles to convert on.
They'll mark the ball right at the 50-yard line. Clock is stopped, 8:53. Not only did he get out of bounds, Brian, but then he stopped the clock momentarily.
And it's running with 8:48 left in this contest.
McCormick now dodges 1 tackle. Going
Oh,
close to a 1st down. Whoa, did he
gets
get
drilled by who?
C.J. Harris. He got the 1st down, but he paid for it. But the Eagles are moving the football. Maynard going to throw over the middle. It's caught. What a one-handed catch. And he could go for the touchdown.
And
a one-handed catch by Gavin Watts from Colby Maynard. And the Eagles are back on top. What a play.
Oh, fantastic.
A one-handed grab for a 40-yard touchdown. 8-13. Score is now 30-28, pending the point after.
This could be a very important extra point.
It really could. It's a critical extra point because it makes it a 3-point game, meaning that North could only tie with a field goal.
And they're taking their time.
Oh, and the kick was straight into the thing, but first we have a penalty flag and C.J. Chrisco may be offsides.
Moved a little too quick.
And it's offsides against North Stanley.
I mean, I admire what they were trying to do, but they just came off the ball too quickly.
So they'll move it back or up 1 yard.
Yeah, I think North has also seen how critical this extra point could be. That's why they're very aggressive going after it.
This time the kick is up, but even before that we have another flag down. Did North try to block? Is North offsides again?
Yeah.
And they are.
Offsides again against North Stanley.
They really want the Eagles to work for this extra point.
The closer the ball gets, the more you just wonder if you don't want to line up under center
And just, yeah.
with
go
Colby
straight-
Maynard and
yeah,
just punch
sneak.
the thing in for a 2-point conversion, forcing North Stanley. It's a gamble, but it's one they may take, and the kicker is coming out.
Yeah, I think you're right, Charles.
Trying to reset the game clock, the play clock, that is. Now East Montgomery, they bring Aaron Flowers in. They're going to try to
Punch it in.
punch in a 2-point conversion. Very interesting. Again, if they make it, North Stanley would have to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's Flowers, leans forward, and he's in.
So that changes the complexion of the game right there.
That really does change things. 8:13 left, fourth quarter. It's now East Montgomery 32, North Stanley 28. A 40-yard one-handed catch by Gavin Watts from Colby Maynard. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Eagles lead North 32-28, 8:13 left in the fourth.
Couldn't make a difference in the whole game.
End-over-end kick taken at the 15 by Monty Brewer. 25, 30, tries to get around the side, and he just plows over. Number 4, that's Tristan Wall. Or check that, number 4 is Darice McCaskill.
Well, it's good they're starting off in decent field position here.
Plenty of time left in this game.
Oh, yeah, no time to get too scared. I mean, yeah, 8:06 to go. It's a lot of time.
No time, I think, to get too risky is what I believe you're trying to say, and I agree with that. Little pro set this time on 1st and 10. The give is to Peoples. He'll get about a yard. Mark the ball at the 41, only a 2-yard gain. It brings up 2nd down and 8. I haven't seen as much of Williams in this game after that apparent knee injury in the first quarter. He's back out there again. And he'll get the give and gets around the corner. 45, 50, 45, and down to the 43 and a first down.
Yeah, that knee doesn't seem to be bothering him much. Of course, if it was, he would know it. He's such a tough guy.
He wouldn't know it. He's still bothering him, I'm sure.
I'm sure he'll be icing it down tonight.
Williams now has 173 yards on 19 carries. First and 10 Comets now at the Eagle 43, trailing 32-28. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. Mike Peoples avoids one tackle, does not avoid the others, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's good. Instead of taking a loss, at least he got it back.
Actually, they'll mark him for a loss on the play to bring up 2nd down and 11.
4655 is parked in front of the band room, and it needs to be moved immediately. Thank you.
2nd down and 11. It's going to be Williams. Oh, has his legs taken out from under. Nice play. Once again,
40.
Rivers Hall has had a big game for East Montgomery. They'll give him a yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 now from the Eagles' 43. Clock running, 6:23. Clock starting to become a factor. North Stanley might want to start moving just a little bit quicker. Going to go I formation this time. Fakes, now give to Williams, runs right into Chrisco, trying to make something of it, and he does, down to the 39, amazingly, for 4 yards.
Let's see, he's down again. Charles, he's down
I see
in
that.
pain.
And in obvious pain once again. He landed sort of awkwardly, too. He kind of
Did you notice the hush over the crowd?
absolutely, this crowd's hearts are in their collective throats.
Oh, boy.
That was his 20th carry of the game,
Brewer comes out to check on his teammate.
or 21st rather, for 178 yards. He's on his feet again.
There's C.J. Harris and Brewer out there to help him off the field if he needs it.
I think it would be hard to question this kid's character and this kid's toughness. I mean, he's out there really with one good leg and one leg that's been injured.
But I'm glad he's able to walk off the field.
Ball's resting at about the 38. It's going to set up. It's a 4th down and about 6. The Eagle coaches getting the Eagle fans to get on their feet and make some noise on this very critical 4th down play. There'll be an I formation. You wonder if you might see a little play action pass to the tight end, C.J. Harris. Try the hard count, no one's moving. He fakes, he'll give to Monty Brewer. Brewer breaks free, 30. He's got the first down and more, 20. Out of bounds at the 13. Monty Brewer, right when they needed it, gives the Comets a first down into the red zone once again.
I think Brewer was saying, my main man went down, I'm going to take over.
A 26-yard run, and boy, did they need that right then. There was a little pause on it, and he broke through. He had a hole, and then he just made room for himself, and then just poured on the speed. Clock stopped now, with 5:46 left. Now it will run. I formation once again. Brewer tries to duck around the right side. This time he does not get anywhere. 55, Andrew Deaton, and 20, C.J. Callahan. Stop that one. Actually lost a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. And what a critical that two-point conversion is, because had this been a 3-point game, North Stanley could tie it with a field goal, but they are four to score now. They have to get in the end zone.
Listen to the crowd.
Comet fans just about all on their feet. Brewer now off the left side. 2 guys trying to bring him down. And a couple lands, and we get a flag finally. And some pushing and shoving, and this ought to be interesting.
And Brewer's a little slow getting up, but
the gain is to the 8-yard line. But Brian, what I'm more interested in is the extracurricular activity. If it's against East Montgomery, it's going to put it very close to a first down. Dead ball, personal foul against East Montgomery, and that will be half the distance to the goal. And it may not be a first down. It's not an automatic first down like in the pros. In the pros, a personal foul is an automatic first down. However, this would put them very close to a first down. It It should make it 3rd down and about 1. It is 3rd down.
Either way, they've got to score. Get 7 points, 6 points.
Now Thorpe is instructing the chain gang. They've got to mark this correctly because it's not an automatic. They were laying it down like it was in the box, what they say, which is 1st and goal, but it is not. It is actually 3rd down and a long 1. It's not an automatic 1st down. North Stanley is wanting it to become 2nd down, but it is not because the foul was after the play. So it's going to stay 3rd down and 1. No, it's 3rd down. It was a dead ball foul. Fans are complaining, but I believe the call is correct. No one keeps it this time. Trying to make the corner. Will he get there? Yes, he will. Touchdown, North Stanley Comets. If it works once, why not try it again? 4 minutes, 42 seconds left. It is 34-32, pending another very important conversion. Billingsley for the extra point. Tyler's kick is up, and his kick is good. 4:42 left in regulation. North Stanley 35, Eagles 32. So Noah Chrisco with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
Yeah, like you said, it worked once. Let's try it again. So it worked twice tonight.
35-32. 4:42 left in the 4th. And it may be cliche to say it, but this is high drama at RN Jeffrey Stadium tonight. Many of the Comet fans have not sat down for a good long time. This kickoff is going to go flying out of bounds and will come out to the 35. Eagles coming in, have a play already ready to go. Maynor is at quarterback.
Let's see what the Eagles offense has in store. Yeah, it's starting to sound like Seattle over here.
It is getting very loud. McCormick this time breaks a couple of tackles. 40, 45, 50, look out! 1 man to beat. He could be gone. He is gone. 65-yard touchdown. Courtney McKinney, and the Eagles have the lead. If you blink twice in this game,
you're going to miss something.
C.J. Harris is down on one knee.
I can't afford to miss. He says, don't come out for me. I'm fine. He's going, I'm fine.
Now that the trainers come out, she has to take a look at him, and he has to come out for one play.
He's dedicated to this team. It's like he does not want to come out.
This East Montgomery Eagles team refuses to go quietly into that good night. As McCormick, and now it's another fake, trying to get the 2-point conversion. The throw is broken up and it's picked off, but it can't be returned or anything, so it is no good. But with 4:26 left to go, East Montgomery 38, North Stanley 35. We'll be back. So Courtney McKinney the sophomore, with a 65-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back on top, 38-35.
And a fair catch.
Fair catch will be taken at the 36.
Austin Sides, which that was probably a smart thing to do. They can ill afford a turnover at this juncture.
North Stanley took 6 minutes off the clock in scoring, and then East Montgomery turned around and scored in 10 seconds. And they've done that 3 different times in this game.
Yeah, it has been a while, Charles, since we've seen such an evenly matched,
Absolutely.
Game.
Well, there were 3 teams undefeated when we started play tonight. That's going to be an illegal substitution. They had 12 men on the field, and they broke it, with 11. That'll make it 1st and 15.
They don't need to be going backwards right now.
So 1st and 15 now. Monty Brewer is the running back. He'll get the carry.
Oh, almost broke away.
Jackknife down, and there's a Comet down writhing in pain. There was an offensive lineman in front of him. It's number 50, Joey Clark. I thought for a second he was injured, but he hopped up pretty quick. He popped up pretty quick, that is. Well, this is one of those games where you have to be, everybody, they need all hands on deck, you know what I mean?
Need to play pretty much mistake-free football at this juncture.
Williams is sitting on the bench. He may not return in this game.
And he would love to be out there right now.
2nd and 6. Brewer again off the right side this time. Now tries to change field, trying to find some. There's a penalty down, probably for an illegal block. He's going to lose about 3 yards, but let's see what the penalty is. He tried to change fields, and in doing so, and it is illegal block against North.
And they continue to go backwards.
Block in the back, called against the Comets.
And it effectively is a 12-yard penalty because it's marked from the 35.
And
so
we're
it makes
down
it
to,
second down and 20.
3:26 left, and that is a definite factor now.
And the clock is running. I formation once again. He's got single coverage on the outside. Little quick pass is incomplete, was behind Riley Smith. Bring up 3rd down and 20. Comets needing a big play. Clock.
Yeah, if they're going to have a big play, this needs to be the time to get it.
Going to be the freshman up the middle across the 30, down around the 33.
And we're under 3 minutes to play.
The ball is at the 32. Fourth down and about 12 or 13.
And Coach Chrisco calls timeout.
We'll take one as well. 2:45 left. 4th quarter. Eagles 38, Comets 35. So the North Stanley fans trying to rise to their feet and make some noise for their team. The Comets face 4th and 13. They need to get to the Eagle 45. Going to go I formation. The Eagles have 2 men deep. Chrisco's going to throw. He's got a man. Just out of the hands of Tyler Reynolds. If you're going to throw it to somebody, though, that's